reassemblelifters.com.
What is going on, guys? I have not uploaded a video in such a long time, and that is because I have been waiting for some parts for this thing. So as you guys can see, it is completely, I won't say completely, but it's mostly disassembled right now, and unfortunately I did not film any of it, but as you can tell, we pretty much have the heads off. I got to take some of this gasket off. I'm gonna rub that off now. Those who know what you're looking at know what has happened, because there's a key tray on both sides of this engine that has told you what I have done already. But it is the LS7 lifter trays, and I do not, if you guys are even more keen, you'll see I do not have lifters in yet, and that is because GM has been on strike for forever, so I haven't been able to get LS7 lifters or replacements of those head gaskets. I actually just got them on Amazon for 50 bucks a piece. Or no, I think they were 46 bucks a piece. And then on Prime, they shipped in like 3 days, which wasn't bad. But really, I'm just waiting on LS7 lifters. I literally can't find them everywhere, and Johnson's 2110 lifters are also out of stock. So I just don't know what to do at this point. But pretty much waiting on those to throw everything back together. Right now, the heads, I am waiting to send out for a port. I'm doing a stage 3 port on those, and I'm sticking with the same rocker arms, but I did get upgraded chrome Holley push rods. I got ARP head studs, replacement water pump gaskets, lash cap, which don't use, and then meat and potatoes of what's left. Titanium valve springs and retainers. These things are bad as fuck. They look really good, and I can't wait to put them on. I can't wait to have the heads done. So pretty much what I'm doing right now is just getting to the point where these are super nice too. Super nice. I like head bolts. I don't like head studs, especially on this car. It would have made a pain in the ass. So, and then here are the chrome Holley push rods. Well, pretty much what I've been doing is just putting everything back together. So to get the cam out, you got to take the front timing cover off, obviously the cam phaser, which, let me show you over here. I have my old cam phaser. Don't do what I did. So when it comes off the car, it comes off like this, and it has 3 push pins, 1, 2, 3. And one of those push pins, do not touch this when you're taking this off the car. That is loaded to like an intense amount of spring, okay? An intense amount, that's all you need to know. And when those push pins are in there, they're not screw in, they're not anything, they're literally just push pins. So if you move this at all, if you pry this one way and one of those pins pops out, you're fucked. And it's just a ticking time bomb from there, and I probably wouldn't put it on my car. We got all the gross DOD lifters and all the old lifters over here. So along with the old head gaskets. So it's been pretty easy. What I've done now, is just put everything back together. So the one thing I have to do once the heads get in is just that and the injectors. Just throw the heads on and the injectors, tighten the headers down, put the fuel system back on, injectors. I'm gonna wait to do the fan because the water pump, technically you can do the water pump before, but I just don't want those big lines coming off the water pump to get in my way. But literally, these are the tools I have used to do a cam swap on a Gen 5 LT1. These were probably the hardest thing I had to find because GM's crazy one Allen head stud, or one hex set head stud. I had to go get a $60 set of sockets for my impact. You gotta take the radiator out. You got to take these two front mounts out, disconnect all the hoses. You got to take the transmission oil cooler off. You got to take all those radiator lines under there off. There's another one on that side. And you got to take all those off, disconnect them, make sure not to disconnect any of the AC lines or anything, and take that off, and it'll kind of wiggle, and then you can pretty much slide it right under that bar. You're gonna have to take off your front crash bar, struts, your horn, all the little side air rams and all that. Radiator will slide pretty much right here. It's gonna slide out and sideways. Get at it Will, I think is what his username is. He has a really good video that I followed pretty much to do this. I had a lot of help from Justin Keith. He's the one that sold me the cam. I'll throw the cam specs up here. But he's the one that sold me the cam. He's the one that sold me the kit, everything besides head gaskets and lifters. But I had a little help from Prey Performance, a little help from Taos Performance as well, who's local in Kansas City, a really good shop, both really good shops. And definitely check out Justin Keith's shop, who I got the cam from. Best LT prices around. Probably get your best price on anything around, honestly. So you do have to disconnect the steering shaft right back there, and then right down in there. You have to disconnect that and shove them apart. Make sure to not move the steering wheel when you do that, because that will fuck up your ABS, just to get that header enough room to back off, and then get those heads out of the way. But once I clean up this gasket, the surface will start looking good. Honestly, this was a lot easier than I expected. Ran into no issues, no strip bolts, nothing like that. That AC belt was probably another issue, but I'm just gonna have someone else do that when I get the car back. Wanted to update you guys where the car's at, where it's been at for the winter. I probably won't get done with this for probably till the first of the year, is when my heads will be back from porting and installed. I will make a head install video of me torquing them down, throwing them on, bolting the rest of the shit on the car up. I'll have a camera up, I'll have the lights up. It should be cool. I finished up getting the map sensor on there. It slides in that bottom hole, and I went ahead and plugged that up. I left one for my intake and one for this other line that goes to something or other. And I'm probably just gonna have to take this off and literally just run a 3/8 hose from here around. I mean, that's what it looks like. It's pretty sick. Turn it around. I got the throttle body all bolted up, so that's what it looks like with the throttle body on. It is very, very heavy, and it's probably twice, if not 3 times the weight, but it is a seriously big unit, and I did not notice that until I got it in, how big it was actually going to be. It looks so much smaller on cars. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a comment, let me know if you guys got any questions. I'll try and get back to you. In the spring will be when most of my content comes, around March, when I go down to Texas 2K. We'll be doing a lot of street racing. I'll see you guys later. Make sure to comment, like, subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.